Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a video. I made a list of things that I regret buying as a new mom. Before I had Elizabeth, I looked online a lot. I bought a lot of stuff that were on there that said that you needed it and it would be helpful to have. So this is just a couple things that I bought that I wish that I hadn't bought. The first thing on my list is the swing that I got. So I ended up actually getting two swings, one for my house, one for my mom's house. The one that I got for here was just too big, and the swing for Elizabeth was kind of like a car seat. She really didn't like it at all. So I'll still put links for everything down below just in case you decide that you want to get any of this stuff. But for me, the swing was not useful. We're still keeping it just because if we do have more kids, I feel like with a second or a third kid, a swing would be more useful. A lot of the times with the first baby, you just want to hold them all the time. So yeah, I will still keep it, but another part of the reason why it's kind of hard to have is because it's so big, so it's going to be hard to store it anywhere. But yeah, the next thing on my list is this bottle dryer. So we currently, where we live, we have a pretty small kitchen. We have a drying rack already, so that was kind of, it's still in the box. I never used it. So yeah, it was just kind of a waste of money, something that I really didn't need. The next thing is a Boppy. So I got a Boppy, and I got one of these Boppy loungers. So the Boppy really wasn't helpful with breastfeeding for me. Breastfeeding was kind of hard anyways, so the Boppy really wasn't useful for that. It might be more useful as she's sitting, but again, it's not really very useful now. And then the lounger, like I said with the swing, she wanted to be held all the time. I really wanted to hold her all the time, so that lounger wasn't very useful. But again, I'm going to keep it just because we do plan on having more kids, and I think it will be useful once you have more than one kid. So the next thing on my list is this. It is a car seat cover. It goes all the way through. It's a car seat cover and a breastfeeding cover. Elizabeth didn't like being covered up when she was in her car seat. She didn't like being in the car seat at all, but that seemed to kind of make it worse. And I really didn't go out into public. I think I used it like twice for breastfeeding. So that's another thing that I feel like it would be more useful if you have more than one kid, because when you have more than one kid, it's probably harder to just stay home with your baby all the time. So another thing that I'll be keeping for second, third baby to come. So yeah. The next thing on my list is this bathtub. So this one I got from IKEA. Obviously a bathtub is essential, but the problem with this one is that it's just a tub. It didn't come with any sort of like net for them to lay in. So I made it work with the blooming bath baby thing, and I just put a cup behind her head. So I made it work. I feel like it'll be good for once she can sit up on her own, which she's almost there. But yeah, it really wasn't practical. I would definitely recommend getting something that is more practical for a baby that is little. That's more practical for a baby 6 months and up. I still like it. It's a good bathtub, but definitely if we had another baby, I would get a different kind of bathtub. The next thing on my list is this frame. So it's like a first, second, and third trimester. And the only reason why I don't think that this was practical for me is because the hospital that we went to, so there's only one picture in here, and that was our first ultrasound that we went to. They actually only did one other ultrasound, and that was when we found out her gender, and it wasn't technically to find out the gender. It was for it was like a whole anatomy one. It's like the 20-week ultrasound. So yeah, we only got that one picture, and the pictures that we got from the other ultrasound they put on a CD. So yeah, that really wasn't practical. The next thing on my list is this. So this is a it has like a changing mat and pockets. So I feel like this is like a useful thing, good to have, but I definitely didn't need to get it when she was a newborn or before she was born. This is probably gonna be more useful like this summer when we're going places and doing stuff, if we're ever allowed to do that again. But yeah, that would be more useful then. And I also got this wipes thing. So yeah, definitely not like a new mom need to rush out and get it when you're pregnant type thing. Even that took up pretty much all the room that was in the big pocket of the diaper bag that I have. I've seen other people who say that they have one of those, but they just leave it in their car, which is probably a better idea than taking it around in a diaper bag, or even just using that as a diaper bag. So yeah, and then the last thing is just that I bought too many things. When you're pregnant and when you have your first baby, you're really excited. I mean, there's obviously things on this list that I never even used, really didn't need to buy, but I did, and it'll be useful later on when we have more kids, but it definitely wasn't useful for a first baby. And even just the amount of clothes that I bought, and receiving blankets, just regular blankets. I just bought a lot of stuff, and I already she's only 6 months old, and I already have 3 bins full of stuff to keep for our next baby, which is just like clothes and stuff, but definitely bought too much before she was born, which is really hard. When you're pregnant, you're really excited and everything's cute, and so yeah. And that is the end of my list of things that I regret buying as a new mom. So that is the end of the video for today. That's the end of my series that I have to film so far. I will be making videos every like 3 months. So I'll make a 9-month and a 12-month one of the baby essentials. And so yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.